This is Tracy from GiftBasketAppeal, and today we're going to be making some really cute gift tags. The other day I was showing during a live how to make these really pretty cards using this Gingham paper, and the pattern is just so pretty and there's so much things you can do with them. So I made cards, and many of you said you would be interested in seeing some matching gift tags. So let's get started. So whenever I do my tags, I like to use boxes, so that way I'm kind of recycling everything. And so what I'm doing is I'm going to cut down this tea box. I've got a couple of these, and you can use whatever packaging, cereal boxes. I use packaging from shirts sometimes and candy. So there's so many things you can do with these. So I see this is a nice flat area here, so I'm going to make a tag out of this area right here, perfect size, this area here, and in the front there. Now these two sides can actually be a smaller tag too, so I may as well go ahead and cut those out too. So the nice thing is that this will definitely keep its shape. So all I'm doing, it already has the line there to cut on. And then you can just kind of shape it up a little bit more. So normally I cut these way ahead of time and then go back and do something with them and just kind of keep them until I need them. But I thought you might want to see how I cut down my boxes. Great way to get the kids also to kind of recycle and turn it into something really nice. And so great way to look at your packaging as craft supplies. So the line is already there for you to cut on. If it's not perfectly straight, that's okay. Okay, so you got 1, 2, got 3 tags, 4. I'm going to cut this little top part off, 5. Nah, I might not use that. And 6. I could use that for something else, because this is not a flat piece, but I bet it would still work if I really worked with it. So we're going to leave these aside for now, and I might do something with those later. So we got 4 tags out of this. So all I'm doing is kind of shaping this up to look a little bit better. For those that are new to my channel, this is one of my favorite things to do, especially when I do what we call mindless crafting. Not thinking about it, just go ahead and do it. Pull some things together and just get started. And enjoy the process. Okay, let's see. Okay, so what I'm going to do with these now, let me just show you on this one, is I'm going to cut it down here. Now, what a lot of people do, which is a great idea, I saw someone do this, they take this edge here now and they line it up on the other side to get a perfect even line when they're cutting. So you see how that is? So I'm just going to line it up there and cut. And that way both sides on your tag are even. So I usually just go ahead and cut it off like this and cut it off like this. But if you're like the type that likes everything exactly the same, that one actually came out pretty good. You can line it up the way I did with that first one. And this one right here. Yep, I'm doing pretty good on my cutting. Okay, so now it's time to cover. Okay, so covering is a really easy process. And so I'm going to take my gingham paper, and this is a pretty sturdy cardstock. And you can do two things. You could either use like the art glitter glue and then just glue it right on, or you can use the extra strength Elmer's glue stick. So let me just show you what I normally do. I'll just add some of my art glitter glue, make sure it's not clogged. And this is one of the best glues for paper crafting. I love using this stuff. When I can get it out, let's see. Now normally this will unclog pretty easily. I've had my pen in there all night, so let's see what's going on here. Oh, okay, there you go. Things that happen in your craft room, right? Okay, so now we got a pretty good flow on this. Okay, so I want my edges to really lay down on there. And you don't need a whole lot of this. So now I'm going to just line it right up here, kind of close to the edge there. And I'm just going to rub it in. And then what I do is I cut it away. And you just repeat that process. Okay, so now you got your one side of your tag covered. I'm going to actually do both sides of this. Let me show you with the glue stick for those of you that are new. Just take my glue stick and rub some glue all over here. Okay, take my paper, line it up, and just give it a good rub, and it will stay really good. That little glue stick, extra strength glue stick, is really good. Okay, and if you hear that noise, that's my doggy. I think he's wanting to go out. Let me go and check on him. Okay, so everything is covered. What I did was I just used some white cardstock and just covered this. So just to have something a little bit different and to show you the variety when I'm using this one here. I'll decorate just a little bit different just to change it up, but I'll still use some of the gingham I have left over. Okay, so I also have some Dollar Tree stickers, and I'm pulling everything that I've already had in my stash. I didn't go out and buy anything new. I just want y'all to see that you don't have to. And so these were some other stickers I found. I might use them. I'm not sure yet. This is kind of random, you know, so I'm just going to kind of go at it and see what we come up with without thinking about it too much. Okay, so next thing you want to do is you want to punch your hole in here. And just make that first, that way you don't forget. I've actually done it where I punched a hole and then I covered it and forgot that I'm supposed to cover it first and then punch the hole. Let's get a hole just right around here. I know my dog doesn't like the sound of this hole punch. Well, you can put a ribbon in there. Okay. And then don't forget, if you want, you can cut these down and make them even smaller. But I'm just going to use the larger size so you can see. But you can do some really cute little mini tags. I think that'll be a great idea too. I also have some sentiments already stamped out. I just went on a stamping frenzy. And I'm going to use the Love You for these. And cut. Let me see what happens when I cut this out. So be cute on my tag. Perfect for Valentine's Day. Or any day, really. Okay, get some of my black paper here. So I'm trying to kind of match them with the cards, but not really. Just basically using that paper to match them up. And that gingham paper comes as a 12 by 12 paper pack. I found it at a store called Ollies. So I thought this was a great pattern. It has a lot of different colors, yellow and green, orange. So it's got a lot of different ones you can choose from. So you see how that looks? It looks too blended in, but if you put the black background on it, now you've got something else. So let's go ahead and add that to one of our tags. So now you've got this, and I'm going to add some dimension to that. So we're going to hold that for a moment. Then we're going to take another one of these, and I'm the type that likes to just cut out a bunch of stuff at once, or stamp out a lot of stuff and then go back and get it. But just keep it fun. Don't think about it too much. Everything will come together. And I'm going to cut these apart because they don't have to be together. Quick and easy way to do it. Great way to use up some of your other paper. If you have like random pieces of paper, just save them in whatever color, because you could always use it as a backing for your sentiments. And I love getting Happy Mail because it allows me to kind of think outside the box. So even this stamp set that had the Love You on it, that came from one of my crafty friends. She sent it to me. And now I get to use it and kind of create with it. I'll do a couple of these. I want one to be like I think I'll do one like a banner. Something like this. Let's see. I might go back and change it. I'm known for changing things up a little bit. Sometimes you just got to do your own thing. Something like that. And another Love You. You see how I'm getting all of this stuff done here, just kind of randomly cutting them out, gluing, and putting them together. right there. That has the lines on it, so I'm going to cut that away. And I'll post that live that we did in the description box so you can see what I did with the cards, how I created the cards. Okay, so this is what we have so far. Let me just start working with this one first. Okay, so I used my Scallop Punch. I'm really addicted to this. I love this Scallop Punch. And so I just like to kind of randomly cut out some stuff. And for this, I'm going to go ahead and do something like that. All right, so now I used a circle. Didn't do anything fancy since I didn't have a circle punch. I just kind of used this to trace and cut it out. So I just use what you have. That's the main thing about crafting. You kind of use what you have, kind of make it up as you go. And this is what I did in my other video making the cards. I just gave it a little bit of stitching around that edge there. And then I decided to cut it in half, which is what I'm going to do. I love tags because they're small and you can make a bunch of them. So now I'm going to cut this in half. And I am going to attach it right around there. So I just have to decide whether I want my dimension to come just on that and put that as the dimension. So let's go ahead and add some stuff to it. There's so many different ways you can do it. If you want it to lay flat, you can. It doesn't have to. It's just up to you. And no, these are not centered. I'm just kind of going through and putting it together. Right, so either I can go on the sides here like this. It just depends on what you want to do. I'm going over the top. So I add a dimension to that part, and then with this part I'm just putting it right here, laying it down flat. Lay this one down flat. You see how that's starting to come together? How adorable that is. Now if I want, I can add some gems in there. See, I got some of these little pink gems. And I need to get my gem picker upper thingy. Let's see. It still has some sticky stuff on it, so cut that away and add that to it. Okay, so these are the gems I'm using. So whatever little gems you have in your stash, go ahead and use them. Don't hold on to them, just use them. Look how adorable that's turning out so far. So I feel like I need a sticker somewhere in there. Let's see what we have. This little sticker has a little bit of black and pink in it with a little, so I'm going to use that little tiny one. And look at it, it already has some dimension on it. Perfect. These Dollar Tree stickers really come in handy. So I could put it there. I could move it down here, put it right there, or I can go in and like draw my own little hearts on here if you want. So it's just up to you. And I'm going to get bold and do a little red. I think red and pink goes so well together. And normally you want to do this before, but I'm being daring here. And put a little bit of a heart right there. Another one over here. And now if I want to get really bold, I can put a dark line of stitching on here too. So that's just another thing you can do. So let me show you how I would do that. The nice thing is this already kind of has the line for you. And I'm just using a regular Sharpie. Just using a regular old Sharpie on this. Nice and thick. I think that goes perfect. Okay, and there's even more that you can do to this. I'm going to leave it like this for now, and I'm going to add my ribbon on here. So let's see what we're going to do. My black ribbon. See, I've got red. I've got a lot of stuff on my desk. Here's the black. Just a simple ribbon on the top there. Just pull that right through. And now you've got your ribbon on there, and there's your hanger for your simple and sweet. Let's go on to the next one now. Get one of these thin ones here. Kind of go off kilter with this one. And let's see. So I've got these. Got a white one with the circle there. So that's something that you can do also. Let me just show you what it looks like. You could do that and have it kind of matching there. Let's just add some dimension to this. This little pokey tool comes in so handy, especially because I like to use a lot of, add a lot of dimension, and I like to use a lot of this mounting tape. So this really, really helps. So I'm gonna put it like this for right now. But I'm gonna do something a little bit different now. Put the white circle in there. Oh, that one's not white. Let's see. This one is. It's right on here. And I'm going to cut this in half again. I love this technique of cutting it in half. Look how adorable that looks. Right on my tag on the bottom there. just like that. Put another one just right here, almost an imaginary line there. Look how super cute that is. Add some of my some red stitching on there. Maybe do some black dots in between the stitching. Just another idea. Let's see, where's my... So this is just something you can do to kind of mix up your stitching. Put some little dots right in between. Right in between there. This helps you to add just something else in there. If you want to get away from the stitching, I never get tired of stitching, so I'm good. And then I'm just going to do some lines right up the side here. Just along the sides, going straight up the sides, and then the same thing on this side. Just going straight along the side here, just barely along the edge. And now you've got a different kind of look. Okay, so now we're ready to put some ribbon on here. And I think I'm going to throw some tulle on this one. I like tulle on my tags. So what I do is let me just show you what I would do with this. To add some tulle in, I would just cut just a little bit of this off. It's real pretty and light, but it adds just that little extra to your tag. And then I usually just string it through here. Once I get my stuff in there, I just kind of pull this through, and then I put my tulle right in between. Put the tulle in and just knot that up. Just like that. So that just gives it another effect. And the tulle will just kind of fan out on its own. And then you can cut it down a little bit more if you want. Just like this. And now you've got a really fun tag with just that little bit of tulle in there. So cute. Now if you want to add some gems, you can add a little heart. I've got some little heart gems. I think that'll look cute. Put one right there. I've had this in my stash for a while. Okay, I'm forced to use my pickup tool here. And these are already sticky, as you can see. But I just like to add some glue to this just to make it stick even more. Okay. Look how cute that looks. Let's put another one there too. Okay, and this is my We Are Memory Keepers pickup tool, because many of you asked me about this. And so there's tag number 2. Look how adorable these look already. Okay, let's go ahead and do another one. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll put this on here. Let's save this one for the next. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. What we can come up with on this. We've got this. Or I can do something like do like this. I keep it somewhat matching. Here's the one with the red to match it up. Or I could just go with the white, just all depends. Let's see. I'm going to get some paper here. I think that will work. I add a little background to it. If you want to just add something, a little background or whatever it is, just add some black to it. So I'm just cutting right alongside it. I think I'm going to go with the white on this one. Ooh, look at this. This looks fun. That looks fun too. That looks really fun. Okay. So I need to mount this though once again. I'll use my mounting tape and give this some dimension. Okay, so I put this one on off kilter, and I'm going to put my little balloon right here, make it look real fun, and it has a little dimension on it already. So I'm just going to slip it right onto the side here. Just right there. Even if it comes off just a little bit off the side, it's okay. Okay, that's on there pretty good. Fun way to use your sticker. And now let's go ahead and put this. I glued that on already. That one's off kilter a little bit, so let's do another one. I'd still be able to use this actually. I could still use it, yep. It's all about filling up space, seeing what you come up with, learning something new. Turn it around, see what it looks like. kind of like that. I like that. Look at that. It's perfect. Now all I have to do is take this, cut it there, cut that tiny part off since I didn't line it up. See, there's always a way to go back and fix stuff. And then I can take my gel pen once again. And just go around like that. And you can add little things in here. Let's put a gem on there. I hope y'all are getting a couple of ideas from this. Okay, and so I am chasing my little heart all over the table here. Okay, and another one at the bottom, I think so. Tie everything in. Okay, and now let me just show you what you can do with your Sharpie. I'm just going to do a few and then I'll go and show you. I'll do it off camera, but you can take your Sharpie now and just do a little bit of a scallop type thing right along the edge here if you want. Just to kind of match it up. Just right along the edge. And so that's the look that you get when you do it right along the edge there. So I can even do it even bigger. Nothing fancy. Just kind of going along the sides here. And so now I can go ahead and let me go ahead and do the rest and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so this is what it looks like all the way around, and I just need to add my ribbon. I think I'll add some red this time and tie in the hearts on there. Here's my doggy. I hear you, Cinnamon. Okay, so there you go. There's another one there. If I want, I can fill up this space here. I'm just going to leave it like this for now. Who knows, though? I might go back and add something else in there. All right, so let's go ahead and do our white tag with the love you on it. Now, there's several things you can do. You can cut little strips. I still have strips of paper here from this. Maybe pink. We'll see what that looks like. Here's some pink, and I want to use this washi tape. So that's the other thing that I have, is this washi tape here I can use. I think that'll look cute too. Let's see what we got here. So I'll probably just use a little bit of this for my tag. Let me just see what this will look like. I put a little bit of washi tape. It's all right. I think it'll look better by itself though. Sometimes you just never know. So maybe a little bit of this along the bottom there. I just put my glue on, spread it around, and then cut away. Maybe put a little strip right there. I think that black looks really good on there. Ooh, yeah, I like that. See what I'm dealing with? And this has like little polka dots. My favorite, one of my favorite patterns. Cut that away. Let's see. Get this washi tape off of here. See how this works. This actually looks like it has a sticker, but I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. Oh, yeah, it does. Okay, so here we go. So yeah, I love things with polka dots on them. Polka dots are fun. Okay, so I'm just pulling this up and I'm going to just place it down again just because that wasn't very straight. Okay, and now I can take one of these and I can do it like this, and I could put that like right there, right in the middle there if I want to. Let's see. Add some dimension on there. Well, look how cute that looks. Oh, I like this. Uh-oh. My doggy is in here barking at something. Cinnamon, you saying hi to everyone? So this is fun. I mean, imagine now that tea box would have just been thrown out, and we're just taking it and creating something for Valentine's Day. This is adorable. This reminds me of spring also. Uh-oh, my doggy's growling at something. I hear you, Cinnamon. Ooh, I'm gonna do it like that. I'm going off kilter with this. Yep. This is gonna be off kilter. And let's see what's going on under there. It needs a little bit more glue. Okay, so maybe something like that. Love you. I like it. Now I think I need to have a little strip going across there, so I'm going to take this and just cut a little piece of it. Cut me a nice little strip just to add to the top there. Sort of like that. Actually, a little thinner. Yep, perfect. Just like that to go across. I want it to come right across there. And any excess, you just cut it off. So I like doing these longer videos because it allows me to kind of talk you through the whole process of what I'm thinking when I do this. And I'm hoping that that's helpful to you. Love you. Let's add some dimension to this. And if you see my desk right now, you would be like, oh my goodness, she's having fun. At least that's what I hope you would think. Because I really am having fun. Okay, so love you. And now I can take one of my little pink gems. Or I can take my heart gem. For some reason, I like the red and pink mix on these. So I'm just gonna throw one of these bigger hearts right here. Make it fun. Just dare to be different. And one right there. Use one of the tiny ones right there. And then a third one up there. Look how fun that makes it look. And I mean, you can really get very detailed with some of these tags. You can start adding more stuff in on these. I'm going to use my black gel pen and just add a little bit in here. So this is that white tag. And you can write to and from on the back of this if you want. So that's something else you can do. And I'm just adding some stitching in there. How cute. How cute is that? You can really tie this in. All depends on what you want to do. I don't mind trying out a technique for you. If you don't like it, then just don't add it to yours. But if you like it, go ahead and try it when you do yours. So adorable. And very, very fun. Okay, so I'm going to tie this off with some black ribbon on this one. And I hope it's not too dark in here. The sun has been like going in and out. So let's go ahead and finish off our last tag here. I hope you got a few ideas. I hope you were inspired, because I really enjoyed inspiring you. Let's see, if I want, I can take some of this tulle and add it in here too. Just another thing you can do. So you can have it plain or you can have it pretty detailed on these. It just depends on what you prefer. Look how adorable that looks. This one might just be my favorite. Let's see. Okay, so this is what we've got. And I know that I tend to let things sit for about a day and I go back and look at it and I'm like, and then I'll add more stuff to it. So look how cute that is. You can still add more things, like even looking at it now, I can get my white gel pen, which is somewhere on my messy desk, and I can take my white gel pen and I can go in here on the black. I can go in on these right here, these little scallops that I put on here. I can go in and I could put a little dot on there. I can do every other one or every single one I can do. It's just up to you what you prefer. And so these can be really like art pieces. And the person you send this to, they won't want to throw them away. They'll just keep them. Because it's something that you put the time into to make. So just giving y'all some more ideas there. I'm going to do every one of them. Let's see. I couldn't help myself. So just another thing, another technique you can use. Just trying to show you as many ideas as possible. And so if I want, I can do the same thing going along here. Add a few polka dots. I could add some white stitching around there, right around the sides there. Even on this one too. I could add stitching over here or some polka dots. It all depends. So I hope this gave you a couple of ideas. I'm really inspired. I can sit here all day and do some of this stuff. You could use your stickers. You don't have to use your stickers. I feel like I want to use a sticker on here, but I'm not sure yet. We'll see. If I do, it might show up in the picture at the end of the video. I will definitely post some pictures for you. So I hope you're inspired. Please give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and subscribe. And I'll see you real soon. Bye.